I remember I'd get bullied a lot. I remember being bullied for anything really. I got bullied for how I looked, and as a short kid, I got bullied for being a short kid. And it wasn't just like names or anything. It was like one moment I was in what, second grade or eighth grade, um, and this kid who I think he was in seventh or eighth grade. He had bullied me, and one day, him and his friends, I remember they grabbed me, and um, one like two of his friends grabbed both my arms, and he would just like repeatedly punch me in the stomach. I remember that. I remember that for a while, and that hurts to think about sometimes because I don't think I deserved that. I don't think I deserved any of that. But here we are. Here we are. I guess. Uh, Fuck, it happens. And it it kind of hurts that I talk about it so normally. You know, it really, it kind of sucks because maybe if I talk about it less, and maybe if I was just a better person, it wouldn't have happened. But it still happens. Um, I'm still seen as a weird kid by everybody else. I'm still seen as a just that kid, if that makes sense. Um, and that'll never change, unfortunately. Um, Sometimes I wish it would change, but I think everyone has to accept that sometimes you'll never be better, and you'll end up like you'll end up as the person you never wanted to be. And I think that's the worst thing you can think about. Um, and that's just how it is. I kind of just lost my own train of thought. I don't remember exactly where I was, but bullying. Yeah. I think I think bullying really affected me. Like, I was never I was never like a super super terrible kid in my life. But like, after you spend some time being on your own and kind of just doing your own thing, wow, you really start to realize maybe you turned into that terrible person, you know, and it really sucks. I'd rather not be like that. I wish I wasn't. I wish I wasn't so useless all the time. I mean, it definitely sucks, but you know, fuck. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of talking now, and God, God, I sound so fucking annoying the way I am right now, but it kind of feels relieving, you know. Um, yeah, I kind of just lost my track of what I was talking about, but yeah, it being, and I think being bullied for so long, you view a lot of things differently in life, um, in the way of you may not you may not like really notice what you're doing wrong, um, like you when you're older, but then you think about it and you're like, damn, I've really turned into like the person that I I hated, you know. You don't you don't think about it, until you're older. You don't realize it. I did a lot of things to fit in, and I kind of wish I didn't do that. And there's no excuse for it. I know there isn't, but um, I just I wish I had a better life growing up, and I wish that there was a time in my life where I felt peace and had a childhood. You know, I think it would be really helpful to me. I think it would have actually really helped me. Um, I think if someone took care of me the way I wish I was taken care of, it would be different. But I don't think I'll ever know because I've never been taken care of. You know what I mean? Um, so kind of makes you feel a little iffy. Makes you um, I don't know. It makes you not want to be you anymore. And I don't think I even know who I am to begin with, because how do I know who I am? You know? Like, am I am I I don't know if I'm a good or a bad person. I don't know who I am. And I hate that about myself. I don't know if I'm as bad as the people who hurt me, or I don't know what I am. I don't I wish I knew, but I'll never find out, because I'll never see myself as a good person. I'll never see myself as or as even an okay person. I don't see myself as as a necessarily bad person, but I definitely don't see myself as a good one. I mean, like, what? Who am I? You know, it's a huge question I've always had, is who am I to anybody? I hope people see me in a decent light, but I don't know if anybody really does. I don't think people do. And maybe I'm wrong. I could always be wrong. I mean, fuck. There's people who think they're bad people, and I don't think they are. And maybe it's the same for me, you know. And I hope it is. I hope that people see me in a light that I could never see myself. I don't think there's people that do, but you never know, right? You never know who actually enjoys you as a person. And who knows though? I mean, I don't know who. I mean, it's just a very confusing thing because it doesn't feel like anyone enjoys me, but they could. I want to be loved for who I am, and it's doesn't feel like it's ever like that. It really doesn't feel like that ever. But